Hello everyone, welcome to HW News. Despite the warnings by the court from time to time, the television news channels do not seem to take a lesson. Remember the Sushant Singh Rajput case and how it was sensationalized by the news channels and media trials that were run. Experts were called in, debates took place 24/7. This coverage later turned into pronouncing someone guilty and hounding them. The Bombay High Court, then observing on the PIL filed against such a media frenzy, had slammed these news channels. The Bombay High Court had questioned what the TV channels called investigative journalism and termed it contemptuous. The court not only slammed the news channels for the kind of coverage they ran on their channels, but also took the NBA for a task. Almost 5 months later, another high court in the country has slammed the media for its sensationalized reporting over the arrest of 21-year-old climate activist Disha Ravi. The observations were made by the Delhi High Court while hearing the plea by Disha Ravi, who accused the channels of running one-sided coverage in the matter. In this video today, let's talk about the Delhi High Court order. The Delhi High Court has held that the recent coverage of the toolkit case definitely shows there is sensationalized reporting by the media. A bench of Justice Pratibha Singh directed editors of Times Now, India Today and News 18 channel editors to ensure that proper editorial control is exercised while disseminating information to ensure investigation in the case is not hampered. Now let me give you a brief background of this. Disha Ravi, who is the founder of India chapter of Fridays for Future, was arrested by Delhi police last Sunday from her Bangalore residence. The police alleged that she created the toolkit and also sent it to Greta Thunberg. Later, Thunberg tweeted the toolkit, which Delhi police claim laid out a conspiracy before the 26 January Republic Day violence at Kisan Tractor Rally. She was produced before the court the same day and then sent to 5 days of custody. Since her arrest, the news coverage on the matter has faced extreme media scrutiny. Her WhatsApp chats have been revealed in the media, which allegedly show her conversation with Greta Thunberg. Some details of the charge sheet filed by the police were also reported in the media. Now, Disha Ravi had also sought to restrain Delhi police from leaking any investigation material relating to the FIR filed against her in connection with this toolkit case. The High Court remarked that right to privacy, the sovereignty and integrity of the country and the freedom of speech need to be balanced. It also expressed reservation about the veracity of the media reports. This was after Delhi police categorically denied sharing of any information with the media houses. The petition filed by Disha Ravi argues that leakage of her private WhatsApp chats as well as alleged admissions and disclosures by her during her time in police custody and the subsequent biased media reportage about her is false, malicious and severely compromises the petitioner's right to privacy, right to reputation and right to a fair trial. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing on behalf of the centre on Thursday, had asserted that the police had not leaked any information to the media regarding the case. An affidavit on behalf of the Delhi police had also been filed in Delhi High Court to this effect. Now, the court said in its order that while a journalist cannot be asked to reveal their sources, the same has to be authentic. The Delhi police claim that it has not leaked anything, whereas the media claims to the contrary. The bench also added that while press briefings are held generally, the media cannot disseminate such information in such a sensationalized manner. The court has thus directed the channel editors to ensure that proper editorial control is exercised while disseminating information to ensure that investigation in this case is not hampered. However, the bench turned down the request made on behalf of Ravi for an interim stay order to restrain the entire reporting by the channels on the case. Justice Singh did note, however, in the order that some of the videos of the news channels' coverage of the case prima facie appears to be contrary to the stance of the Delhi police that there had not been any leak of information to the media. Even though she noted that the media plays an important role in ensuring responsible journalism, she further said that recent coverage definitely shows that there is prejudicial and sensational journalism that is undertaken by the media. Now let's go through the arguments of both the sides. Let's understand first Disha Ravi's argument. Senior advocate Akhil Sibal, who was representing Disha Ravi, told the court how Delhi police has been pushing a public narrative against his client, noting that, for instance, the tweets by Delhi police which claimed Disha Ravi was a part of conspiracy without specifying these are the allegations at this time. He also noted how the Twitter thread put out by the Delhi police after Ravi's remand hearing on Sunday, that is 14th of February, sought to publicly rebut the arguments made by Ravi at the hearing. He then pointed to a video by News 18 which claimed to have got information about Ravi's interrogation from Delhi Police's cyber cell itself, and subsequent reportage by News 18 and others showing alleged WhatsApp chats between Disha Ravi and Greta Thunberg. Disha's lawyer further said that Delhi Police's briefings have been speculative, sharing half-baked, unconfirmed materials. He also stated that the police are not required to share materials from the case file, as these can instead be done at the time of filing a charge sheet. Now let's understand what was Delhi Police's response to all of this. Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju, appearing on behalf of the Delhi Police via the Ministry of Home Affairs, reiterated that there had been no official leak of information or documents by the Delhi Police. He said there can be an informal leak, but leaking is illegal. We don't intend to leak. Some officer or peon could have leaked it. He also defended the press briefings by the Delhi Police, arguing that they had to respond if they were being maligned. He alleged that there had been leaks from the other side to malign the police, and so they had to respond. He also suggested that Disha Ravi could have leaked the alleged chats herself, or those she had sent messages could have leaked the chats to the media. Contesting Delhi Police's claim, Disha's lawyer argued that there had been no statement by Disha Ravi or her lawyers about the case, and that the police could not attribute public outcry against the arrest to Ravi. He said that public criticism was not a valid ground to put out information the way Delhi Police did. He said the police is not a private person. They have a public duty, and just because there are allegations against the police cannot compromise on investigation like that. He also highlighted how this argument had specifically been rejected by Justice Bakru of the Delhi High Court itself in the Devangana Kalita case. The case now will be taken up again on 17th of March. Meanwhile, the court also directed the Delhi Police to ensure the office memorandum issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs on 1st of April 2010, which was titled Advisory on Media Policy of Police for Reporting on Ongoing Criminal Cases, is abided by. A direction has also been made to ensure that Disha Ravi does not indulge into maligning the Delhi Police and other authorities. Well, that's all for this video today. Do tell us what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, a small request, if you are watching this video on YouTube, then please make sure you subscribe to our channel and you comment below this video. And if you are watching this video on Facebook, then please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. We have also launched a membership program on our YouTube channel HW News English. If you like our unbiased opinion, if you like our reporting, if you like our journalism, then please do support us, do join, click on the join button and join the membership drive. Thank you so much.
जब हमने HW न्यूज नेटवर्क की नींव डाली थी, तब हमने ये ठाना था कि न्यूज और इंफॉर्मेशन ये लोगों तक फ्री पहुंचनी चाहिए, मुफ्त पहुंचनी चाहिए, और हम आज भी ये वचन पर कायम हैं। पर जैसे आपको मालूम है, न्यूज चैनल चलाने के लिए पैसों की जरूरत है, तो हमको सबको न्यूज फ्री पहुंचाने के लिए कुछ मेंबर्स और कुछ सपोर्टर्स की जरूरत है।
जी हां, मेरी आप सबसे गुजारिश कि आप सब HW न्यूज हिंदी की मेंबरशिप को ग्रहण करें। ये सदस्यता स्वैच्छिक है, यानी कि आप अपनी मर्जी के मुताबिक इसे ग्रहण कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर आप इसे ग्रहण नहीं भी करते तब भी आपको HW न्यूज हिंदी के तमाम कार्यक्रम मिलते रहेंगे। मगर अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आजाद न्यूज जो है वो मजबूत हो, अगर आप चाहते हैं कि वो न्यूज जो सत्ता से सवाल पूछती है वो मजबूत हो, तो जरूर बने HW न्यूज हिंदी के सदस्य।
जो लोग हमारे 89 रुपए प्रति महीने वाले कार्यक्रम से जुड़ेंगे, उनके लिए HW न्यूज का बैच विश मिलेगा। साथ ही साथ उन लोगों को हमारे एक्सक्लूसिव पोल्स में भी शामिल होने का मौका मिलेगा। इसके अलावा हमारा जो दूसरा मेंबरशिप कार्यक्रम है वो 199 रुपीस प्रति महीने का है, यानी कि 199 रुपए प्रति महीने। और इस प्रोग्राम में हमारे जो मेंबर्स हैं उन्हें 99 रुपए के प्रोग्राम वाले सभी चीजें तो मिलेंगी। इसके अलावा बिजनेस से जुड़ी हुई बातें भी हम करेंगे। हमारे एक्सपर्ट अखिलेश भार्गव से आप बिजनेस से जुड़े हुए अपने सवाल भी पूछ सकते हैं। हम उम्मीद करेंगे कि आप इस निष्पक्ष पत्रकारिता की राह में हमें पूरी तरह से योगदान देंगे।